Hello there, my name is Bilgute Tumundembril and we are from MNB World. MNB World team is going to Astana, Kazakhstan, and we'll be covering the 6th Congress of World Leaders and Traditional Religions. And there will be so many religious leaders and world leaders meeting up and discussing about world peace and the solutions to the challenges the world is facing. So Astana has 2 hours of difference with Ulaanbaatar, and let's go now. Apart from our mission to cover the religious congress, we eagerly to take the opportunity to learn more about our western neighbor. At their closest point, the borders of Mongolia and Kazakhstan are only 37 kilometers apart. The history of the two countries goes way back. Both Mongolia and Kazakhstan share many similarities, like their rich nomadic culture and way of life, not to mention geographical location, so we are close neighbors. The MNB World team is in capital city of China, Beijing, at Beijing Airport at the Terminal 2. And this is, for me, it's my first time that we have waited for 16 hours, the whole 16 hours for our next flight. This 16 hours of wait was very challenging. We tried to read book, we slept, and still time isn't going so fast. The two countries established diplomatic ties in 1992. They signed a friendship and cooperation agreement on the 22nd of October 1993. This year, Mongolia and Kazakhstan celebrate 25 years of friendship. Well, we have just landed in the youngest capital city of the world, Astana, Kazakhstan. And today is 9th of October 2018. The Congress will be held on 10th and 11th. So we'll have to go to our hotel now and to see Astana. Let's see Astana. Hello man, we want to exchange some dollars to tenge. And how many tenge equals $1? $1, 367. Okay. Well, the Kazakhstan currency is called tenge, and in today's currency, 367 tenge equals $1. So we are exchanging. And I'll show you guys what the tenge looks like in a bit. This is what it looks like, 5,000 tenge. And, well, this is 10,000 tenge. Wait here. So by today's currency rate, exchange rate, $1 equals 367 tenges. So our first day is all about Astana, the youngest capital city in the world. I'm sure it has much to offer. So far we've heard some pretty incredible things about this place. Now we are ready to dive into the experience. Located on the banks of the Ishim River, Astana has a population of about 1 million. It's the second largest city in Kazakhstan after Almaty. Almaty is the old capital of Kazakhstan, in case you didn't know. Today is 9th of October, our first day of the trip visiting Astana, and we have come to Batruk Tower. The Batruk means in Kazakh language Tree of Life, and this big tower is representing the freedom and independence of Kazakh nation.
Bayterek means a tree of life, the symbol of independence. This construction was built by our company Imstelkom, and this construction mainly using our Kazakh materials from Kazakhstan. The idea of construction belongs to our president Nazarbayev, and Bayterek, the height of this building 97 meters, because in 1987 Astana became a capital of Kazakhstan. That is why the height of this building 97 meters. The whole height 105 meters, and the diameter of this wall 22 meters. These glasses are Italian glass, thickness 5 centimeters.
So we are here at the top of the tower, and this top floor has this small monument, and this handprint is President Nazarbayev's handprint. Let's shake hands with him. And as our guide told us, that Kazakh people came here and make a wish to do this. The Tree of Life Tower has an important symbolic meaning. We can clearly see why Astana was awarded the medal and the title of City of Peace by UNESCO in 1999. The tranquil atmosphere is noticeable right away. Tomorrow is the first day of the 6th Congress of Leaders of World and Traditional Religions. The reason this city was chosen as the location for this important event has become clear to us. Look at these holy places of prayer and worship. While 70% of the population identify as non-denominational Muslims, less than 25% of the population belongs to Russian Orthodox Church. The rest is divided into Judaism, the Baha faith, Hinduism, Buddhism, the Church of Scientology, Christian Science, the Unification Church, or non-religious groups.
As you can see, we are right in the middle of a mosque, the biggest mosque in Astana, and the name of the mosque is Hazrat Sultan's Mosque. And as you can see, people are praying.
The Hazrat Sultan means Holy Sultan. The mosque is considered the largest in the Central Asia. It can accommodate 5,000 worshippers, and on holidays up to 10,000 people come here to pray. The construction of the Hazrat Sultan Mosque started in June 2009 and finished in 2012. The museum was established in 2013 under the Cultural Heritage State Program on behalf of the President of the Republic of Kazakhstan, Nursultan Nazarbayev.
This museum, as the guides said to us, has over 10 years of history, and this great painting behind us is showing the two kings who gathered the Kazakh nation and made them Khanat. And as we can see on my left side, again the President Nursultan Nazarbayev, and I think President Mr. Nazarbayev is like a king in here. There's even a monument of him in the National Museum. And there are so many locations, so many places named after the president.
It is located on the city's main square, Independence Square. Given the museum top priority, it is a way of writing the nation's history and preserving it for the generations to come. Well, good job, Mr. President Nazarbayev.
We are on the second day of our visit in Astana, Kazakhstan. As you guys all already know, we are here to cover the 6th Congress of World Leaders and Traditional Religions. So through this Congress there will be 4 topics discussed. So as it is written on Astana Times, the first topic is the manifesto, the world, the 21st century as a concept of global security. And second one, religions in changing geopolitics, new opportunities for consolidation of humankind. And third one, religion and globalization, challenges and answers. The fourth one, religious leaders and politicians in overcoming extremism and terrorism. Well, let's hope all these leaders who are gathered here, actually there are 82 leaders and delegates from 46 countries over the world, and all these leaders, let's hope all these leaders will come out with solid decisions and solutions to all the challenges and these topics are to cover.
The first Congress of Leaders of World and Traditional Religions convened on September 23rd and 24th in 2003. Over the course of 15 years, the Congress has turned into an authoritative platform for discussing interfaith and interreligious relations. The event enables Kazakhstan to demonstrate a nationwide consensus with the Congress to the world. The 6th Congress is being held at the Palace of Peace and Reconciliation. Let's hear what the distinguished guests and delegates have to say.
What we hope is this. We hope that the outcome will be a real outcome in initiatives, programs that will promote tolerance, acceptance of others, promoting the common values that we have as human beings. So I believe engaging these religious leaders in these initiatives and trying to move from having only a dialogue to initiate new programs, new initiatives together that promote tolerance, promote peace, promote the responsibility of religious leaders for the prosperity and development of their nation is a very important and vital issue.
Religion is just the means to the end. In other words, if my destination is New York, then I need a plane maybe from here to Istanbul and Istanbul to JFK. Religion is that plane taking me there. So when I reach my destination, that is, there's become oneness with the divine, God, without a name, consciousness. And from that place, the whole universe was created. And from that place, God took form at different times. One time we call him Christ, one time we call him Allah, one time we call him Krishna, and one time we call them the Buddha, and this becomes the traditional religions. But all of these leaders of these religions, they are manifestation of that consciousness. So naturally, it would be our responsibility individually to develop and make that connection, have that realization that we are consciousness, not to identify with our body and say, this is who I am and my name. Because this is temporary. Very shortly, me and you're going to die.
I see that the Congress grow. All congresses were very, very nice, but I see the Congress grow. In this year, it was more deeply, more spiritually. I think it's very, very nice, even for Kazakhstan, especially for Kazakhstan, and also for whole the world. Help to know this about this Congress in Mongolia also now. I visited Mongolia in 2002. When Catholic Cathedral was blessed. God bless Mongolia. God bless Mongolian people.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
The whole worldwide world suffering in our generation for something very, very strange, that people take the advantage from people not knowing religion, and they use this for terror. Many people is getting killed. Thousands of people getting killed. With the excuse that someone explained to them that they're doing the right thing. This is something very dangerous and not good for any citizen in the world. And I think that when the president of Kazakhstan, Nursultan Nazarbayev, he is paying his attention, he's calling all different kinds of religion, and he gives them an opportunity to stood up and to say what is right with them and to do. And they say that the right to do is peace, and wrong to be, if someone is not peacefully, it's wrong. And they themselves explains that you cannot use terror for any reason. I think this message makes the world much more safety. Some people ask me, maybe it's just talk, but we have to understand that terror starts with just talk.
I come from a country which is one of the ancient most culture in the scriptures that we have, more than 5,000 to 7,000 years old country, where we have had religious differences, we have had cultural differences, we have had linguistical diversity as well. In spite of that, we have been living and surviving in harmony. And that's a message our religious ancestors gave us. May all be happy, sarve bhavantu sukhinaha. May none have any kind of pain or dukkham, unhappiness. And we learn to look upon the world as one family, vasudhaiva kutumbakam. Like in family, there are differences. Siblings have some altercations, but still love each other. May we learn language of love.
It is 3 p.m. in Astana now, and which means the second day of the Congress, the final day, and the Congress is being included in about 10 minutes. So I think we are waiting for President Mr. Nazarbayev, and the Congress will come up with a document that says to the whole humanity about peace and prosperity, and the new ideas and solutions will be included in the document.
Өнөөдөр бүгд Казахстан улсын нийслэл Астана хотод дэлхийн боловсролын чөсний тэргүүнүүдийн 6 дугаар их хурал болж байна. Энэ хурал бол өнөөгийн тулгымцсан асуудлуудыг авч хэлж байгаа ийм хурал юм. Өнөөдөр дэлхийд дахин яндрын үзэсгэлэнээр яндрын мөргөлдөөн үйл ажиллагач байдал их гарч байгаад шашинтнууд сэтгэл зов нийж энэ тал дээр анхаарлаа хандуулж Казахстан улсын ерөнхийлөгч Нур Султан Назарбаевын санаачлагаар энэ хурлыг хийдэг болсон юм аа. Одоо энэ хурлыг 15 жил болж байна, 6-р хурал нь болж байна. Тэгэхээр энэ дэлхийд дээр болж байгаа асуудлыг инх тайван бэлцээний журмаар шийдэхэд шашинтнууд ямар оролттой юм бэ, ямар туслан хүйж чадах юм бэ гэдэг талаар олондоо хэлцэж байгаа юм. Тэгэхээр дэлхийд дээр болж байгаа олон одоо маргаантай, айдрээтэй асуудлуудыг шийдэхэд Казахстан улсын ерөнхийлөгч Назарбаевын дэвшүүлсэн санал санаачлага бол чухал ажил бүрэлдэхүүн. Энэ нь бол жишээлх юм бол цөмийн зэвсгийн туршилтыг дангаараа хориглохыг ураайлсан, ийм шийдвэр гаргасан, цөмийн зэвсгийн туршилтын талбайгаа полигоно хаасан гэх мэт олон санал санаачлагыг бол Казахстан улсын ерөнхийлөгч дэвшүүл тавьсан юм аа. Энэ саналыг нэгдсэн үндэсний байгууллага болоод олон улсын байгууллага талхан дэмжиж Монголд дэлхийн улс гүрнүүдийн тэргүүний шишээний одоо дэмжиж одоо энэ хөдөлгөөн нэгдэж дуу хоолой нэгтгэж байна. Ингэснээр өнөөдөр бид яндрын шашинтай, яндрын үзэл бодолтой хүмүүсүүд нэр төр цуглаж биеийнхээ үзэл бодлыг сонсож санал соёлын маш хачуутай маа.
Мы надеемся, что этот очередной форум, как и предыдущий, станет большим заметным событием в жизни народа Казахстана, народов Евразии, да, на самом деле и всего мира. Этот форум стал глобальным, в том числе и потому, что он отвечает на глобальные вызовы, которые стоят перед человечеством. Один из этих глобальных вызовов – это как раз призыв к тому, чтобы найти общие принципы взаимного мирного сосуществования представителей разных религий и искоренить угрозу терроризма, экстремизма, которые зачастую используют религиозные или псевдорелигиозные лозунги. Я желаю успеха всем участникам форума.
I am the first time the member of Vatican delegation at this Congress. I heard a lot of information previously. This was the sixth of this Congress, and I think that also this Congress can strengthen the cooperation between religion and can give a very good example also for politicians, because sometimes the politicians are not able to speak one with another, and I think the religious leader can show that we are different, Buddhist, Muslim, Christian, Jewish, but we can speak with love, with patience, and I think that can be good example for the politician on the world.
Шашин ба даяарчлал, сорил ба асуулт гэсэн ийм одоо солиулалтан байгаа. Энэ дээр ерөнхийдөө бас нэг ихэл тавих ийм байгаамаа. Тэгээ ер нь бол бас 21-р зуун бас яг харахгүй бас дэлхий дахин дуулуу инх Монголын инх тайвны дуу хоолой бүрэх ийм бас цаг бас ирлээ те. Улс орнууд хоорондоо бас зөрчилдөг үйл ойлголцол байдал гарч байна. За ялангуяа бол одоо энэ хурал дээр бол одоо алан хэллэг болон үзэн ярилцлагын одоо эсрэг дуу хоолойгоо их хүчтэй хүргэж байгаа. Энэ алан хэллэг үзэн ярилцлага гэдэг маань одоо залуу үед өвлөгдөх бай тийм ээ. Залуу үеийн одоо энэс хамгаалаа. За энэ маань одоо хүүхэд эмэгтэйчүүдийг одоо золиослох тийм ээ. Золиослох цаашлал уламж шашин болон улс орны одоо соёл түүхийг одоо эвдэх бүр цаашлал одоо дэлхийн аюулгүй байдал одоо энэ хамгаалалд одоо тийм хортой эсрэг зүйлүүд гарах энэ байдлыг л одоо зогсоох энэ тал дээр одоо хийж байна. Энэ дэлхийн ертөнцид ганцхан буддизм энэ хамгаалалд тогтоохгүй тийм ганцхан исламын шашин энэ хамгаалалд тогтоохгүй христийн шашин хамгаалалд тогтоохгүй дэлхийн 3 том шашин тэгээд дээр нь шашин нийлжээж харилцсан ойлголцол зөвшөлт хүрж тэгээд нэгнийгээ одоо хүлээн зөвшөөрч ингэж л одоо энэ байдлыг бас даун тоолох ийм одоо бас бодит байдал байна гэж ингэж харагдаж байна.
In Mongolia, we know about the existence of religious tolerance and the acceptance of various religious beliefs present throughout the Mongol Empire as far back as the 13th century. Chinggis Khan had many close advisors who adhered to other religions. For the Mongols, religious tolerance wasn't only an imperial policy, it was a value they lived by. Mongol leaders occasionally invited religious leaders to come and debate one another as a way of exploring and learning about the various religions under their rule. When Ugoda, a direct descendant of Chinggis Khan, built the capital Harhorum, he allowed religious leaders to build mosques, churches, lamaseries and temples for their followers. That same philosophy and will for humanity still remains today. The people gathered here in Astana all hold different beliefs such as Islam, Christianity, Judaism, Buddhism, Taoism, Shintoism, Hinduism and many others. Yet they all share one will and one goal. They all wish to live in a world where peace and harmony reign. May humanity prosper in eternal peace under the big blue sky. Thank you, Astana.